expect to win. I hope it's not that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay. Today is Monday, December 2nd, 2019. The time is 5 p.m. The meeting of the Greensburg Board of Works is called to order. At this time, please silence your bat phone or telephone. I don't know. See, I got a bat phone, guys. I don't know what you guys do.
That's fine.
You'll grow up one of these days.
One of these days you'll go back to this baby.
Works well.
Well, I'm hoping. So. Okay, to comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the city requests that participants in this meeting complete a voluntary anonymous survey that is available on the table in the back room, next to that gray box. Okay, roll call, please.
Carol Perkins. Here. Rick Henswaller.
Here.
Lynn Tubby.
Yes, ma'am.
Darrell Poland.
Here.
Awesome. Next, we got approval of minutes, November the 4th, 2019. Should have been sent out to you. Paul, was there any corrections to the minutes?
Move to approve.
Okay, second it. All, any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Old business. None. New business. Carol Davis. Awesome. Glad to see you again. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Mayor Manus and members of the Board of Works, and thank you for having me. I come again. This will be our third annual, if approved, 5K Myla's Mission Walk for Sturge Weber. We would like for you to consider approving this again. It will be scheduled for Saturday, May the 16th of 2020. As you can see with the attached map, we will be using the same route again. The route will start at the Decatur County Primary Care parking lot, which is on the campus of the hospital. It will be leaving and going down Montgomery Road, turning right onto Bear Shell Lane, and then onto County Road 120 East, turning right into the Greensburg Elementary School parking lot, turning right onto Big Blue Avenue, and then turning left back onto Montgomery Road, and then proceeding back to the hospital parking lot. It is there where we will complete the 5K and then also have a silent auction set up where we have also started that last year for the first year. Our first year, the 5K, we were able to raise $12,000 for the Sturge Weber Foundation, and last year we raised $16,000 for the Sturge Weber Foundation. So as representing the Myla mission for Sturge Weber and the Spear family, I come before you to ask that we may go ahead and have this approved again for this year.
Okay. Would you talk to the police chief?
My only thing I need to know is the time. What time will we kick off?
We start registration at 8 o'clock and we leave at 9 a.m. And we usually ask for some traffic control at the major intersections during that 5K time.
Okay. Mark, we've done this in the past. Do you need anything from the street department?
Just us.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
just, I wanted you to be aware. Okay, so, Board of Works, any questions? Okay. Well, I'd like to have a motion to accept this should here.
I give approval for the back pay, May 16th, Myla Mission High School. As outlined in the proposal here.
Okay. Need a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any other questions before? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we have the final pay application for the Main Street project. Downtown.
Tara Hagan, Administrative Resources, is the final pay application for Shooty Excavating. And all this money will be drawn down from the state, CDBG funds, and we just need the final approval, so I can request those funds to be drawn down.
This is the retainage, primarily?
Yes, primarily, yeah, it's whatever was left. It was the holding, they held back the amount for the inserts that went into the benches and the pavers around the lights.
And all, once this is done, everything's signed up.
Yes, Keith Sattler from HWC has already signed off on everything. Closeout documents will start soon. That's right.
I'll make a motion to approve the application number 8, final payout for the Main Street Improvement Project.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, passes.
Oh, yes. He said it's
Thank you, it really looks nice. Turned out great. The artistry group will be in with the council here talking about the artistry projects and stuff going on, so that'd be council. So, the drainage is what I was most important, and the safety of the community, the pedestrians. So, that's all.
After the large heavy rains we had,
Yes.
it improved, it did not go
Yeah.
into the buildings, so that
It
was
did what
wonderful.
it was supposed to. Chief Bridges. Christmas parade.
Good evening. I am here on behalf of WTRE. Spoke with them last week about the Christmas parade on December 14th. They just wanted me to kind of give the Board of Works and council a heads up that it'll be December the 14th, I believe, at 4 p.m. This year will be the normal route. It will start out at Porter's, go south on Franklin to the front of the courthouse south side, that little parking area there. Santa will be dropped off there, and the only difference this year is when they come back and start on north on Broadway, they're actually going to stop the parade at Gillum and Howe. That way when they let off, they're not going to have a traffic congestion on Broadway. They're going to pull into the Gillum and Howe parking lot to get all the floats and that unloaded, so it's not on Broadway. Shouldn't really need any type of street closures. Just when the parade begins, we're going to stop all traffic going south on Franklin from Main. And then my officers will have the intersections blocked when needed, but it will not be closed for probably more than 5 minutes. So, but like I said, rolling those street closures. Mark, have they contacted you yet? They're supposed to be contacting Mark, I believe. They're concerned when they make that turn back onto Broadway with those parking spots. If the fire truck or somebody's gonna be able to get there, and I told them to contact Mark, or we would find a way to get some cones out to make sure that happens. But usually at 4 o'clock on a Saturday, it's not too bad in that area. So, but that's all I've got. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions about the parade? Okay, Chief Garrett.
Good evening. I gave a packet to everybody on these MSA airpacks. What I'm basically asking for, I do have 2 quotes on that. I'm asking permission to purchase the MSA airpacks from Donnelly Fire and Service pending the approval of the money from the City Council. I was looking at the money from the accumulated fire fund, and I'm bringing it to the City Council after the next meeting to get approval for the monies for them. The price, of course, is pretty high, but in the back of it, I wrote down we lose 70 air bottles in March 1st. That's why I'm sort of trying to get this going at a price of $70,000. So it's going to take 90 days to get this stuff in, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and pursue it and get it going.
Yeah, it is a lot of money, but the cost of not having them is greater.
Correct.
So, them protected, so we can be protected. Well, you have a plan to pay for it through cumulative fire fund plus other resources within your budget, right?
Correct.
I don't know what others think, but I think it's probably a cost of doing business, but it's prudent too, to get it done.
Yeah, and I agree, just for the record, the 2 bids, one's for $304,037, the other one's for $270,110.25, and that's the one that you're.
Yeah, it's there's 2 pages to that. It's actually 287.
Okay,
page.
I'm looking at the top.
Right, there's a second page.
Okay.
You said his bid goes up, yeah, we don't have
No, it doesn't go up any more. I priced all this for 2020. So this will be the original.
that is what.
Yes, it'll be the original price.
The ones you've got now has been 16 years, something like
They're
that.
15 years old, and it has already went through 3 changeovers. So we definitely, if one of them, anything happens, but if one of them goes down, the policy will be more than what we're taking here if somebody gets injured. So,
And you said it's gonna take 90 days to.
yes, once we do, probably be the second reading in January, and then it'll be 90 days of purchase to get them in. And I'll be okay with the bottles we have, that I have a plan for that. That we lose these 70 bottles, so we're still capable of doing the job.
Finally,
What do you say it costs to do business?
Yeah, can't let them die.
We gotta have,
Not these days, have all the plastics and all these stuff. So could I have a motion to accept the one bid with the intentions of the city council giving their blessing?
I'll make motion that we accept Donnelly Safety's bid if the council will.
That's for $287,498 for
$287,498.55.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Okay, Jeff, Smith, please.
You should have received in your packet a quote for a crane truck, the wastewater treatment plant. It's a state bid, so I just need more quotes, they go out and all the rest. It's a Ford 2020 I-50 four-wheel drive Buick with a 5521 crane mounted on it. It's big enough to pick up any pump that we have. The wastewater treatment plant has 71 submersible pumps altogether. It's hard to believe. Between the lift stations and there, we have 71 pumps. Right now, the ones that we can pull, we use a backhoe on the boom stop with the boom, and it electric hoist, and it's not very safe. So, but we can't reach a lot of them because that boom hoist won't go down far enough to pick them up. And then we haven't even tried pulling them just with the backhoe, which is very hard to do because it's hard to keep straight up and down. So right now, when we have to pump go out, call someone in, and I figure between service calls and then what we pull about $20,000 worth of pumps a year. I mean, so we can probably save $15,000 of that by doing it ourselves. Some of them will have to still go back in for maintenance and new ones and different things, but a lot of them we have to have them pulled is just something's plugged the impeller, which all you have to do is knock the lid off, take the stuff out, put it back on, and you're ready to go. So that would save them our service call altogether. So I'd like, with your permission, to spend $149,681 for this. I've had this in my 5-year plan, and now just go ahead and get it done. I'm just going to start another 5-year plan. And I figured with the savings and the safety thing, we really didn't have it.
This truck get to most of your pumps?
Get to every pump. That's why we had to go to a 5521. It's a larger crane, but some of them we have to extend out a little ways to get to, so that we get to every pump and we can pull any pump. I think our largest pump's 1,800 pounds.
And you budgeted, so the money.
Yeah, it's already budgeted.
Money is right
Yeah.
there. Prudent.
Yes. Something else in long time, it's a 5-year.
Well, unless I doesn't have, I mean, I'm sure he's checked out the right equipment on it, does that, so I'm ready to. I would move approval of purchase of the crane truck for the sewer department, $149,681. That's the equipment.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any other questions, board? Okay, do I hear any, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Okay, next we have, Ron talked about change order for Park. This was, Park across from the high school, future home of the Garrett County Soccer Association level. And rated down from, this section here was in front, more towards the high school, and it was a large ditch, so we had pipe put in and leveled that out a little bit more so there would be such a large ditch, and that the water would flow through there without cooling in that area, but that is going to be the main entrance into, so we hadn't had to do that while they was there. So what I'm asking for is, the change order was $27,420, plus I think there was a drainage
There were actually 7 different pieces to this. One of them was even to our advantage. We had a need to revise the drainage outlet at the southwest corner. We did some additional excavation and actually shortened up a pipe length for a cost of $1,350. We had a issue with a drain at the southwest corner of the site, and we accommodated some drainage off of an adjoining parcel for $1,100.26. We had need to move a drainage inlet at the northwest corner at a cost of $770.71. We encountered an unknown water line that we had to maneuver around at the outlet pipe at the southeast corner at a cost of $1,160. There was water main across the site that we were unaware of until we got into construction. So removing that old water main, the city's water utility rerouted a new water line to eliminate the need for this one, but it was in the way of the construction. A cost of $1,350. For the temporary seeding, we eliminated fertilizer and mulching material for a savings of $1,310. And then the big item was what the mayor spoke about. We modified the drainage across the north side of the project, or the south side of Central Street, by putting a pipe across there and inlet on the northeast corner, and regraded all that to have a much more shallow swale to collect the water. And the total of all that, as the mayor said, came to $27,420.97, making a revised contract amount of $271,920.97, and that is for the grading and drainage work for the site.
We started this a little while ago, and then weather kind of prevented a lot of the, because I thought we were looking at finishing a little sooner, right?
We were. We ran into 2 issues. One, we needed an outlet across the property owned by Arbor Grove Village, and they were very gracious to us, but it took a little time. They're out of Baltimore, Maryland. Long distance communication sometimes is not as convenient as it should be in this day and age. And then the other issue we got into was we had a very wet spring, and you cannot move dirt in wet conditions, or not efficiently move dirt. And then it turned off dry, which I guess sort of helped us in a way, but not really. So we ended up finishing, we're basically done with everything except some final grading where we put the field tiles in, and the final seeding. We've applied temporary seed to the site to hold it until spring, until we get into a appropriate period of the year for final seeding, and that will occur next spring when the weather's right.
We're looking at completing next week.
Yes. And on the change order, you'll notice we added 443 days. We're proposing in addition to that. What that does is get us to the end of May next year to have time to finish the seeding work and ensure that the grass takes a decent stand.
Okay. Any other questions? Let's move along.
My things are done now.
Well, and I think that we'll have another payout at the end of the month in December for what they've done, and then we're down to 15 or 20,000.
Yeah, actually 12,900 is what we'll be down to. So that'll bring them up with everything, including, I'm recommending to you that we pay out their retainage. We still have their bonds. So we have assurance that they'll finish the project. They're local contractors, so they should offer some assurance.
I'll motion that we approve the change order $27,420.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay. A schedule for the, special board of works meeting for the middle of December. Things we had written down December 23rd. That's a possibility for you guys.
Works for me.
Okay. Is there a certain time you want to do it, 5:30 or 5 or?
Anytime. I'm off that day, so anytime you know, like, one just go to pass a job.
No, you're not.
Or. No, wait a minute, I know Rick works. I don't care who works. Well, you're wrong again.
Take it back.
23 is good for me though, but I am on.
Yeah, I'm free.
Okay, so
I'm free then.
December 23rd at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Who's filling in for Ashley? Ashley was out of town today. City Hall closures. 2020, the trash collection. Mark, you went over these. Okay. And then the city meeting schedule. For next year. Do we need to accept these or? I'm sorry. Just, I can't remember how we did that.
I don't know if there's ever been.
Yeah, they usually,
No, it's usually come, but I don't think it's been anything that we've been more of an executive announcement.
Okay. That'll work. So I don't have down here, but Michigan Avenue, the old 421, I had some road work done out there that will be coming to you next week. The curve that was out there was such a dangerous thing that I wanted to get it done before the plant's closed, and they got it done. So we were getting that bill, plus we had a couple spots up further up by Honda that was under the bridge and all that, so that was on that. So I will be using some of that funds for that project, especially the part down there by the S turn. The state for years has taken care of it, and now all of a sudden they're not. So the discussion was today was safety first and get this done. I'll go from there. But I'll have a bill and stuff for you next meeting. So, okay.
City Hall looks very nice, decorated for Christmas. Pass the compliment on to whomever's responsible.
I will pass it on to the wife and kids. They did all it.
Very nice.
The decorations was donated by First Financial. They closed their branch out there my sister and a couple of the daughters were doing that out there for the last 11 years. These are old decorations from 11 years, and the new design. They just didn't fit the old design. And so we said they'd fit in there pretty good. So they are a city hall now. And so Josh will get to take them down and put them away.
We'll accept volunteers for that.
And you better take pictures, because I couldn't remember where all that stuff came from. That's the only thing I got to say. So.
Josh, that's the most decorations I think we've ever had at City Hall, so.
Try.
Well, I did put my wreath out here. I'm going to smoke yeah. So, but anyway, so that's it, and I'll see you the 23rd if you want to adjourn the meeting, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you guys.